Hi everybody, how's it going? It's Silver Chase here, coming at you with a guide for my fire staff and musket build. I found of a lot of success with this in OPR and open world. We've played one or two wars with it so far, and it's really fun. This is probably on a scale of like 1 to 10 skill wise, I'd put this as about a 7 out of 10. So it's not something that you can just pick up just like out of the blue and do amazing things with it. But I'm gonna try my best to explain everything, how I play it, my thought processes on different engagements, my attribute setup, my gear, and yeah, let's get into it. All right, let's talk about the musket and fire staff combo and why you'd want to use it. Pretty much the musket is insane now since every shot that you shoot is a penetrating shot. And the fire staff right now is probably one of the best weapons in the game. Since resilience no longer a thing, light targets just melt to the fire staff. So this got a really big buff with the update. So in my opinion, right now, this is probably the best musket build next to the Void Gauntlet. Alright, let's talk about the musket. Alright, so this is the musket tree that I'm running. Not very many deviations can be made off of this. If you prefer Trapper tree side, I mean, I would go probably down to Scent of Blood and pick up 1-point Sticky Bomb, as opposed to like Shooter Stance and Power Shot. But for me, this is what I find the most success with. If you're not used to going for headshots, or like if you think that it's not worth it to go for headshots right now with a projectile, you can drop both of these perks right here and pick up Quick Load and Marksman. But for the most part, there's not much deviation off of this. Alright, let's talk about the fire staff tree here. So this is what I find the most success with. If you have a better tree, feel free to use it. If you want to run flamethrower over pillar of fire, make it your own. But this is what I use, is what I find success with. I think that you absolutely need the fortify, and you absolutely need the haste. I think these two are the only two perks that you can't actually swap out. I also don't think that you could really swap out the empowering either, because this is how you're like popping people, right? But yeah, this is what we're running. If you're feeling really good, you could use Backdraft. I'm pretty sure this is pretty good. You're getting so much smolder on them with everything anyways, so if you can land a heavy attack everything, you could try this out. Make it your own at this point. But for me, I run Rune of Helios. But yeah, this is my fire staff tree. Alright, let's talk about our gear and attributes. So this is our attribute page right now. My gear is not up to par, obviously, but I can tell you what I do want at the very end whenever everything's at 700. So we want to go 350 intelligence here for this 10% ability damage. And like everything in the intelligence tree just complements this build just insanely well. Obviously, your dexterity, you're going to want the dex for the musket damage. Also, we get 15% damage, duration to damage over time effects. Here we go, our 10% bonus backstab and headshot damage. You don't need this if you're not confident in your headshot abilities. Let's just put that out there. But I personally enjoy this skill. So we're going 25 strength right now because of the 5% light attack damage. Just always having 5% light attack damage is nice. That counts for any musket shot that you do that's not shooter stance or power shot or powder burn, from what I understand. And we have the 25 focus just because it's an ability cooldown reduction. Like right now, the more powder burns, the more power shots you can get out, the better, right? Um, you can variance off of this if you want to. Me personally, I've always been 5 con, so I am just used to this number right here. But if you really wanted to, and you're not too worried about your cooldowns or whatever, you can either drop the 25 focus or strength and go 25 con and just have one of these. That's completely fine. It's up to you. It's whatever your preference is. Um, there's a lot that you can do with this. So let's go to our gear now. So here's our gear. Obviously, we're 675 gear score. It's not the greatest, but we're gonna go over it. I'm gonna tell you what I have, or better yet, I'm gonna show you what I have, and then I'll tell you what your build needs to end up being at the end of it. So obviously we have the syncretic musket. Everybody's gonna have this musket right now. It comes with a boreal attunement and keenly jagged, and you get to put a perk on it, whatever perk that you want. Personally, I'm going refreshing power shot um, because at the end of my build, whenever I get it all right, power shot whenever I hit somebody is going to be reduced to like 1.2 seconds because it's going to be on my musket. But you do not have to put refreshing power shot on your musket. The best perk that you can probably put on there right now is either vicious, enchanted, or powder burn. Whichever one of those three is completely fine. I wouldn't recommend power shot. There's just something that I've liked. I've been playing it on PTR. It felt really good to me. It's just my preference, right? Let's go down to our fire staff. Um, this is basically our finishing weapon. We have vicious, keenly empowered, empower, and fireball. This damage is insane whenever you hit somebody with it. I'm hitting people for like 6k fireballs sometimes. We have 5k pillar of fires. Our burnout's hitting for 6k sometimes. It's just all around just a good fire staff. You don't really need attunement on it because you're not sitting on fire staff the entire time. So, but if you really wanted attunement, you could drop the vicious or the keenly empowered, one of the two. But you need empowering fireball on it. So this is basically standard amulet, stamina recovery, health, thrust protection. Obviously this is 625, but there is a farmable one. It's the Tangle Vine amulet. It comes with health and thrust protection, I'm pretty sure, and you can put stamina recovery on it, and it has magnify. The ring that we have right now is fire damage, invigorated punishment, and hardy. Um, this ring is really good right now, but for me, whenever it's all said and done, I'm gonna want fire damage, mortal empowerment, and hardy. Obviously, Endless Thirst is just, in my opinion, one of the best artifacts in the game for what I do. I mainly play by myself. I don't really play in a group or anything, so this is just perfect for the solo player. Your health potions are 33% stronger, but the cooldown is 20% longer. That doesn't really matter, right? Because you can get refreshing toast on it and it's 10% reduction on that. So like really it's just like a 10% difference, and that difference is not that great. Obviously you get empowering toast, which is insane. You have 5 seconds of 10% empower. I'm sorry, 4 seconds of 10% empower, and then you get 3 seconds of fortify for 20%, and that's just crazy. Let's talk about our boots now. We're gonna be running tumbler foot wraps, refreshing physical aversion, crippling powder burn. This is my crippling powder burn piece. But we're running it because it's a shirking blessing. Like if you're just better than your opponent in general, whenever you're in like a 1v1 scenario, you should never really lose with the tumbler's feet wrap, right? Shirking blessing gives you 15% empower, 25% fortify, and you're also healed for 200 plus 2% of your max HP, which is around like 370 for me right now, which is, you know, good enough. Uh, but yeah, this is you know, incredible to have. So let's go to our pants. Our pants right now are Vigored, Elemental Aversion, and Health. This is really good right now. The Vigor is helping us with the dots. Dots right now are the big killers of everybody. Um, you know, it's just good all around right now. Obviously, Elemental Aversion and Health. Whenever I do replace this, I want Health, um, Fire Harnessing, and Vigor, or Refreshing. One of the two. This is our shooter stance piece. We got Health, Empowering Shooter Stance, Elemental Aversion. Once again, really good piece. It's 625 obviously, but still really good in OPR, right? Whenever I do swap this out, it's going to be Health, Empowering Shooter Stance, and Fire Harnessing. Our chest piece right now is Fire Harnessing, Thrust Condition, and Health. This is going to be another Refreshing or Vigor piece. One of the two. I'm pretty sure we're just going to go Refreshing. And then our helmet is Fire Harnessing, Physical Aversion, and Health. Once again, we're going to go Vigor or Refreshing, which I'm leaning more towards Refreshing, personally. So here's our gear breakdown. Obviously, we're using the Brutal Cannon right now. This is just, you know, really easy for securing kills, killing like clumps with it, you know, you name it. It's just, it's all around good. But here's the gear breakdown for you. Alright, so I'd like to go over a couple fights and like my thought process behind them and why we come out on top on some of these. Alright, so this is our first one. This is a light bruiser, I believe. Alright, so we're opening up with Power Shot. We got our Empower from that, as you can see. Powder Burn, Fireball, into Pillar of Fire. He's almost dead. He's a medium. I'm not sure how that didn't hit. We're just going to ignore that. He's out of stamina at this point. We're going to burn out around him to create that distance, and he can't go anywhere at that point, right? So he can't go anywhere. He's stammed out, so he can only move, you know, in a very short distance right here. He was dead to rights no matter what he did. We had him stamped out from this point right here. So let's play that back. Stamped out right there. Burn out. We're going to create distance. We saw that he's stamped out at this point, and he's 100% dead. There's no way. He used his potion already. He has no way of getting any health. That over there, this guy that's shooting me is not a healer. So we pretty much know that this guy's dead right here. We turn around. This is just a basic shot. We're shooting in front of him because he's going to walk into it. You can see, you know, where he's going. His thought process is to move along this way towards the road where his healers are. So we're just going to put that shot right there, put him down. Alright, let's talk about this kill right here. So this Fire Mage over here sees us. He's going to miss a shot. We're going to count. We're looking for him to burn his resources, right? We're looking for a cooldown burn. We're looking for stamina. You know, that's pretty much what we're looking for at this point. So that was an auto attack that he missed. He's going to come at us. We're going to try to power shot him here. He's going to dodge, right? That was his fireball. So we know his fireball's not up, so he can't kill us with that now. We power shot. He dodged it, right? So we're thinking at this moment, either he has Hardy on, which gives him another 2 rolls, or he doesn't have Hardy on, and his next roll he's just dead anyways, right? So he dodges that. We roll. As we're rolling, we get our reload. We instantly swap to Powder Burn here. So we're going to hit him with this Powder Burn right here. He rolled again for no reason. There was no reason for him to roll right there. We didn't have anything up. That's the second roll, right? So we're going to hit him with this powder burn. He was in his Pillar Fire. He landed the Pillar Fire on us, but he was in the animation, so we couldn't roll out of that while he was in the animation. So we're going to hit him with the Powder Burn. He used his last roll, so he has no stamina bar right here. So in my mind right now, I'm thinking, okay, He's slowed. He can't go anywhere. He's in the middle of the road. How are we going to kill this guy? You could do one of two things, right? You could sit there and shoot him with a musket, but you're not guaranteed that. So we're going to pull our fire staff out at this point, right? Instant swap. We're going to instantly fireball right here. We're going to fireball because he has nowhere to go. He doesn't have burnout. He has pillar of fire, fireball, and more than likely flamethrower at this point. So there's no way he's getting out of this, right? We're going to put this right at his feet. We're going to aim this up a little bit. We're going to arc it towards him. Boom, right there. As soon as that lands, we pulled our pillar of fire out. We knew it landed, hit him. We pulled our pillar of fire out, put it right there on top of him, and he's gone. He got deleted. And we have Fortify, Haste, and all this Empower now. So, that was that little engagement right there. Alright, let's talk about the skill. So here we go. We're on the 2v1. This guy's already kind of low. So since he's low, we're going to try to put dots on him. So the reason why we have this right here, the reason why we're going to be going for this guy first, he's under the threshold for the ability damage to proc, right? For our 350 int skill. So here we go. We're going to hit this guy with the powder burn. We're waiting for him, right? So he's in light armor. He more than likely has hardy. He used 2 of his rolls already. He's managing his stamina pretty well. He gets behind this tree. We notice that he gets behind the tree. I think he thinks he's safe right here. But we're going to lead the shot, see? As he was coming past that tree, we're going to shoot. This projectile is going to end up hitting him. Boom. Right there. This is the powder burn damage. This is why we run 350 N right here. Whenever the fire harness, and whenever I have all my fire harnessing gear and my fire damage ring, this is going to be around 900, right? So this guy's just going to burn to death right here. We don't even have to look at this guy anymore. We know he's dead. He used his health potions already. Look, see, to 803, 803, easy. So that guy's dead right here. So this guy's on us. We're going to power shot right there, get our empower. We're going to empowering fireball there, pillar of fire, and now we're going to try to create distance because he has a great sword. But we noticed that he took the initial burnout, so we canceled our burnout animation with our cannon. We tried to cannon shot him right here. It didn't really work out for some reason. I think he dodged, but he's going to die to our dots. So one more time. This gets like 90% of players. No one ever really expects this right here, right? So power shot, we're empowered. Empowering fireball, hit him, get empower off of that. Hit him with the pillar of fire. So we're gonna, he's in an animation right now, right? We're gonna hit him with this burnout. We're pointing this way like we're gonna go, but we turn on him right here, right? Boom, we hit him with that. As soon as we realize where his health is, we're gonna turn around with the cannon. Pull the cannon out right there. Boom. He dodged that. But the dots killed him, right? But anyways, that's that kill. Thank y'all for watching. This is the first build guide that I've ever done. Not used to this kind of content. Normally it's just montages, you know, PvP all the time. But if you made it this far, please drop a like, drop a sub, comment down below, let me know how I did, if you like this kind of stuff, if you would just rather me just post montages. Definitely check me out on Twitch though, twitch.tv/silverchasenw, all one word. I'm usually streaming on there from 4:30 p.m. Central Time to around 9:30 p.m. Central Time. So yeah, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate y'all. Until the next one. See y'all.